Peace be with you. There's a beautiful statement from the Psalm of David called, I will awake the dawn. And how does that work? Doesn't the dawn wake us? And when we go a little deeper, we begin to understand something, which is where I'm going with today, which is, for us, it's the new year of the trees. But first, let's get to this idea. So, what it's really saying at the kind of not just metaphysical but quantum physics level, which apparently he intuitively knew, is that when we look at something, according to quantum physics, we change that something. So what we think is permanent reality in the physical world, when we look at it, we actually change it. So it's actually subjective reality. And so how we look at the world affects what happens to the world. How we live in the world affects it. Now we've known in ancient traditions, different places, that people do rain dance, or they do live in a way that's moral and ethical, and that the land becomes fruitful. In other words, we actually affect our environment. And this being the New Year of the Trees, it's something worth really understanding, because our world, even though people talk about ecology, I'm talking about spiritual ecology here, is how we look at the world, how we see the spirit in the world is what helps the world grow. So when we go back to David's idea of we're affecting the world by our consciousness, that's really what we're talking about. So every tree that grows, and we just give it love and a little appreciation, we enhance the growth. When we work with plants, and we've known that from the secret life of plants, if we're really conscious and connecting, we affect the growth of the plants. So as we look at the desecration of our ecology as it's going on today, and people looking at ecology as the material world rather than the materialization of a spiritual world, changes everything. So our way we appreciate ecology, our sense, like for me, I experience no separation with the world. It's all one. And in that oneness, the ecology and myself are the same. And my ecology, how I take care of myself, reflects how we create a thought form that uplifts the ecology of the planet. Now that's really important, because we're not getting it. We're not getting how important the ecology of the planet is as part of a spiritual process, as part of the fact that we are one with the living planet. Of course, if you're one with the living planet, guess what? You're going to want to take care of it. You're going to want to feel connected, because we are connected. And our loving thoughts to the trees around us, to the plants around us, to the flowers around us, help them grow, help them express their fullest truth. So when we look at the whole picture, we are the picture looking, and we indeed can enhance this living planet by changing how we see the planet. Not as a material world, but as a spiritually evolving world, waking up the whole planet. So on this day of the trees, it's important to think about the trees, and the sap is rising from the winter, because that's where we're coming out of. So it's the first spark of waking up. So I may bless you that this day this new year of the trees, be a time where we begin to wake up even more powerfully in harmony with nature that's waking up coming out of the winter. Blessings to everyone. And we always be in awe and appreciation of the wonderful ecology that we live in, and know our oneness with it, and know our positive thoughts for this ecology, for the preservation and the growth and the beauty. Our thoughts add to that. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Takyasa.